Call a meeting or the finance Ways and Means Committee meeting for Thursday, April 10th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Here.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Here.
Commissioner Bray, here, Commissioner Fournier,
Here.
Commissioner Britton,
Here.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Here.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Here.
Commissioner Peterson.
Here, rise for the pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adopt the agenda. Additions are correct. I'll make the motion to adopt the agenda. Motion.
So we're just gonna pull the consent calendar because we only have one thing on the consent calendar which needs to be worked, so if we could just pull that.
Okay. Anything else? I got a motion by Bill. Support.
I'll support.
By Commissioner Bray. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carried. Public comment. Anybody in the public? Comment? Anybody online?
No.
Okay. Post public comment. Bills to pay. Got the bill to pay in front of you. Any questions or the bills to pay?
I just have one question on the Department 265. It appears there might be a double entry there, but I'm not sure. It's under Fitzpatrick Hardware and it's a little one, but it's $23.97. It's shown twice.
I have two invoices totaling $47.94. So
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion to pay the bills. Motion by Commissioner LaHaye, support by Commissioner Ludlow. All in favor, roll call, please.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray, yes, Commissioner Fournier, yes, Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky, Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes,
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes. Action item number 2, enterprise invoice. Jesse, you want to handle that one?
Sorry. Apologies for a second.
There was some question, I think, by Bill, Commissioner LaHaye about the bigger bills. Was that for the year act? Eric? Don't know, eh?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry, what was the question?
There was an enterprise bill.
That's for the lease vehicles.
yes, so they should have all, she coded them all for whoever they belong to.
One for 14,000 and one for 4,000. There's a line item 101,301,948. That's for 14,028.94.
That's the sheriff department, 301's deputies, right?
Was that
Deputies.
a deer accident or something?
No, if you scroll down, it's the lease payment.
Yep, if you scroll down further, you
All the units, not just, that's not for one.
Right.
That's for all the units.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that other one's maintenance.
Okay.
Good job.
yeah.
So the action item is to pay the enterprise bill. I entertain a motion.
Make the motion.
Which by Commissioner Konashevsky, support
Sport.
by Commissioner Britton. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Bray, yes, Commissioner Fournier, yes, Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes,
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
County Treasurer's Monthly Report Presentation. I see, he's not here.
we got Amanda back there.
Amanda's back here.
Amanda's not supposed to be here. Amanda's supposed to be on Zoom, but she couldn't get the link to work. Jesse, did Cindy give you the reports, I believe?
I have links to the reports.
We have all the reports she's been sending us. Amanda came to ask or answer any of your questions that you have.
Okay.
Pull it out of thin air.
Any questions on the monthly report, of the county treasurer? Not to entertain a motion to receive and file.
I'll make a motion.
A motion by Commissioner Bragg, support.
I'll support.
Commissioner Cornelius supported. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Oh, same sign. You've been filed. Budget adjustments.
Chairman, we do have one budget adjustment for Kat and Cassidy, who worked in the emergency management and the EOC during the storm last week. In order to recoup those costs, we just need this one adjustment made, and we'll be able to actually regain that money back once we submit the bills.
So this was the one that was sent by Kim.
I can answer questions. Bill, if you don't mind, I'll jump in.
Yeah.
Bill, if you remember during COVID, all of our emergency operations center costs were reimbursed right off the top. We're still waiting to hear what we're gonna be able to get reimbursement on. But if we transfer funds into the emergency management budget, because the only payroll in that budget is me. So if we transfer those funds into the EOC support line item in the emergency management budget, that will be one of the first things that we can get reimbursed on if and when that channel opens. If they're paid from the sheriff's office budget, I'm not saying we won't get reimbursement, but it's just a lot cleaner and like automatically approved for EOC operations. And there's no money there right now. So we were just requesting that amount of money for their work since the started.
Like I say,
So that we can pay them from the EM budget.
Thing in COVID when we ran through that before.
Correct. You did the same thing for me to work over there. Yep.
Yep.
And they're both back at their desks now. They were an enormous help. But if we can pay them from the EM budget, that makes the reimbursement process really nice and straight and clean for the state.
In a motion to.
So the budget adjustments, just so we're aware, is $2,060 or whatever, but because we're not sure about the benefits part, or did that include?
It'll be up to that amount, but it's probably not going to be that total amount. It'll be under that amount.
Under the $2,060? Okay. So we'll just approve that budget adjustment and then up to the 2,000, let's just say 2,100, just to make it easier.
Kim reached out to me to get the numbers we got with Carrie, and that includes fringe benefits.
So the 2,060 does include, so it was 2,060, 74 cents?
64 cents is what they're asking, but it's going to be less than that.
So I'll make a motion to approve the budget adjustment for that amount, the 2,060.74 or 64.
Okay, got a motion by Commissioner Kozlowski, support for it.
I'll support.
By Commissioner LaHaye. Any more discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bray,
Yes.
Commissioner Fournier,
Yes.
Commissioner Britton,
Yes.
Commissioner Konashevsky.
Yes.
Commissioner Kozlowski,
Yes.
Commissioner LaHaye,
Yes.
Commissioner Ludlow,
Yes.
Commissioner Peterson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, a motion to rise and report. Okay, a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion LaHaye. Support. Commissioner Konashevsky, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, carried. Okay, John, you're yours.
Okay. So we did pull the consent calendar just due to the fact that item needing to be adjusted, minutes from the last full board meeting. So we'll move down to the next item, which is the emergency manager, Kim.
Back. So I have a couple of resolutions today for your review and hopefully adoption. The first one, so every year, all of the 911 centers in the state, we have a deadline. We have to report our revenue and our call volumes, all that kind of information. We have to report to the state every year. The state 911 office in turn compiles everyone's information together, and then they are required to annually report to the state legislature because we operate under surcharge. So one of the things that I have to include with our information every year, because we have a local ballot for the $3 surcharge, I have to include extra information for the state. And that includes this resolution. Do I need to read it in the record or?
Sure.
Okay, it'll always before they made me. Okay, so this is whereas the following ballot language was previously approved May 2021. For the period beginning January 1st, 2022 and continuing through the month of December in the year 2026, Alpena County shall be authorized to continue to assess a monthly surcharge of up to and not to exceed $3 in the monthly billings of landline, wireless, and VoIP service suppliers within the geographic boundaries of Alpena County, to be used exclusively for continuing funding of 911 emergency telephone call answering and dispatch services within Alpena County, including facilities, equipment, and operations. Whereas the intent of this 911 operating surcharge funding is to benefit the citizens of Alpena County by providing a well-known emergency telephone number. And whereas the Alpena County Board of Commissioners continues to believe that the 911 service will benefit the citizens of Alpena County, therefore be it resolved that the Alpena County Board of Commissioners continues to approve the collection of its ballot-supported 911 surcharge of $3 with no change in the amount from July 1st, 2025 to June 30, 2026. That it be further resolved that the Alpena County Board of Commissioners approves this resolution and authorizes the Alpena County 911 Director to sign the letter advising of such. So that that consists of the language that was on the ballot, and we're telling the state that our collection is not going to change between July 1st this year through June 30 next year.
Okay, so I'd look for a motion to approve the resolution.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Peterson,
I'll second.
support by Commissioner Fournier. Any questions? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Okay,
Thank you.
next item is the telecommunication.
Yeah, so it's that magic time of the year again. Each year I present a resolution to proclaim the National Public Safety Telecommunicator Week, to also have that acknowledged in Alpena County. This year that week falls next week, April 13th through the 19th. So my resolution reads as follows. Whereas on February 16th, 1968, the first 911 call was made in Haleyville, Alabama, with the first 911 call in Michigan made in Detroit on October 31st, 1973. When emergencies occur, the public dials 911 for assistance. And whereas Alpena County Central Dispatch telecommunicators answer those calls, serving as the first responder to our citizens and visitors. And whereas the safety of the police officers, firefighters, and emergency medical service personnel rely on the quality and precision of information obtained from citizens who use the 911 system. And whereas Alpena County Central Dispatch telecommunicators provide a vital link for our police officers, firefighters, and emergency medical service personnel by monitoring their status by radio and providing them with information ensuring their safety. Whereas all Alpena County Central Dispatch 911 telecommunicators exhibit professional compassion and empathy during the performance of their job duties. And whereas telecommunicators of Alpena County Central Dispatch have assisted with saving many lives, the apprehension of numerous criminals, and the prevention of property loss each year. And whereas many unfortunate events in our national, state, and local history have clearly demonstrated the essential role public safety telecommunicators play in the emergency services arena. And whereas on October 9th, 1991, the United States Congress took official legislative action designating the second week of April each year as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Now therefore be it resolved that the Alpena County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaim the week of April 13th through 19th, 2025 as Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Alpena County, honoring the men and women whose diligence and professionalism keep our county and our citizens safe. Be it further resolved that the Alpena County Board of Commissioners urges county residents to join with them in honoring and commending the public safety telecommunicators of Alpena County who answer and dispatch our 911 calls for police, fire, and emergency medical assistance. And I will just add briefly to that, the night the storm started, our team took 1,000 calls in 6 hours. So, yeah, I'm very proud.
Right.
It's probably a privilege to work with them.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. I'm looking for a motion to approve the resolution proclaiming April 13th through 19th as Public Safety Telecommunicator Week, Alpena.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Ludlow, second by Commissioner Bray. Any discussion, comments, concerns? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Thank you very much.
Do we have any other resolutions that we'd like Kim to read?
Probably out of breath.
Okay. Next item is equalization. Okay. You have a resolution you want to read?
Actually, I thought you were reading.
Oh, well, that's why it's Kim. You had your opportunity.
Just for the boards, just so you guys know, you can actually waive the reading of the resolution and move for adoption. You don't have to make them read the whole thing.
Do it with Kim.
Now they tell you.
We were all.
Honestly, waited until she was. I think she was looking forward just to come.
Practices all week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you all for having me here today. I'm here today to present the 2025 equalization report for Alpena County. The Equalization Department has completed its review of the 2025 assessment rolls for the city and 8 townships in Alpena County. This report represents the totals of all units and is being submitted for your approval. Alpena County has a recommended equalized value for 2025 in the amount of $1,827,263,179. That's an increase of 10.17% over 2024. Alpena County has a recommended taxable value of $1,262,457,797 for 2025. It's an increase of 6.39% over 2024. The largest increase in the value is coming from the residential class, which is probably not a surprise, at 10.06% over last year. Just a little bit of details on some of the units. Sneak Town increase in equalized value of 15.09%. The remainder of the units were between 13 and 6% increase. Wilson Township had the largest increase in taxable value, 13.36%, and the remainder of the units were between 9 and 4%. That's just a little breakdown on the increase in values. So as far as the report goes, page 1, after the introduction page, and then listing of names. Page 1 is a resolution to adopt the 2025 equalization report. This also will authorize the chairman of the County Board of Commissioners and the county clerk and equalization director to sign the remaining documents in this report. The resolution contains equalized county totals of real and personal property with the county equalized value of $722,400 for real property and $105,172,779 for personal. Page 3 through 11 are the unit totals that need to be certified as well. The resolution will certify the signing of those. On page 12, form number 3127 is a certification by the equalization director that will then have to be turned into the state of Michigan. And then we have the assessed values and taxable value totals that as well will have to be signed and turned into the state of Michigan. So I did put together a few charts at the end that just really give you, show you the amount per unit percent per unit of equalized value and the class totals per unit of taxable on the equalized value. So just some charts for reference. And that's the report. Anybody has any questions before I read the resolution?
You don't have to read the resolution. So we didn't have any issues with the assessed value like we've had in the past.
No adjustments this year. All of the units balanced between 49% and 50%, so there's no issues with having to adjust any of the values. So everything went pretty smooth this year. There was a pretty decent increase again. I expect that to continue, but we'll see. So
Okay, anybody have any other questions for Ed? Okay, so I'd look for a motion to approve the resolution by equalization.
I'll make the motion.
Sorry, motion by Commissioner Konashevsky,
Support.
support by Commissioner Britton. Any further questions? If not, do we need a roll call on this one or?
Don't- If you want to.
Your voice vote.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Okay, thank you, Ted.
thank you.
The next item is County Administrator.
So we did have, we've been working, our attorney and the Agricultural Society's attorney on language in order to get things cleared up. For those of you who don't know, they did come up with a new organization that filed with the IRS and with the state due to the poor bookkeeping of the previous board, I guess. So because they changed their name, they need to update the deed and other documents where the old name was used. So by adopting this, it would just basically clean it up and allow that organization to continue functioning under their new name.
Okay. So this doesn't impact it's just updating the Fair Board's new name to the Alpena County Agricultural Society from whatever it was, Alpena County. Fair,
Correct.
whatever. Okay, so
So this wouldn't interfere with any contracts or anything. It would just, again, swap out the names.
okay, so I'd look for a motion to approve the declaration regarding the Alpena.
Motion. Support.
So we have a motion by Commissioner LaHaye, support by Commissioner Peterson. Any questions? Discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passed.
Chairman, I'm sorry, there's one thing, it's just an update, so Ray wasn't worth adding, but we did have an airport meeting earlier today. The original departure date for Steve Smigelski was April 15. That's been extended to April 30th due to current auditing that's happening out there and a request by the interim, the person who will serve as interim director requesting the 2-week extension.
Okay, so that's just informational. Anybody have any questions regarding that? Okay.
Oh, no. What's gonna happen with the running of the airport once he retires? Who's
So
gonna?
Nick is going to be the interim manager,
Okay,
airport manager. He's already the assistant manager. He'll just take over as the interim.
Mick, oh, okay.
Nick,
I thought he was the maintenance guy.
no, Nick, M-I-C-K.
Mick, oh, okay.
Nick is in maintenance.
Okay.
So he's been the assistant manager for a few years now. So he's just gonna take over as the interim manager until we get it posted for the new manager. And then we'll go from there.
We'll go through the normal process of going through personnel and then back to the full board.
He's not like using up a bunch of leave that's holding up the, okay.
Nick or Steve?
Steve.
No,
Okay.
I don't know. Steve's probably gonna get paid out on his.
Because sometimes, you know, you stretch it, get paid.
So are you good then?
I would,
Jesse?
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So public comment, we're at public comment. Anybody public? Ken, you came all this way. You don't have any public comment? Anyone online?
No.
Online? Oh, looks like Kim's gonna come.
I was giving everybody else a chance. I didn't want to add this onto the spot on the agenda. I wanted to put it at the appropriate spot. I just want to take a quick moment to say, as a department head thrust up to my eyeballs in the storm, I want to say that I'm so proud to work for Alpena County. Our leadership, I'm sorry, it's been a lot going on. But our chair and our administrator have set the bar across the region for engagement. And I've been thanking them, but I feel that it really needs to be said publicly. They have been boots on the ground. They have been working at shelters. They have been running food. And in the middle of it all, if I need something, if they don't answer, they're immediately calling me back at their first available minute. There's nothing they have not done. The sheriff and the undersheriff, same thing. Boots on the ground, running supplies, sharing with our neighbors out of the county. I'm incredibly proud to be part of this team. Food truck came in. I couldn't be there, but I'm told that everybody from the upstairs at the courthouse was there unloading food. It makes me incredibly proud to be part of this team. I had ordered some upgrades for the EOC last year. I had ordered them, but they weren't installed yet. Maintenance has been working very hard. They're short staffed. Not just a few weeks ago, they came and finished the last things for me. It meant so much because those things were incredibly helpful during our time in the Emergency Operations Center. So for me, I just want to say thank you, and y'all make me very proud.
Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Anybody else? So she kind of took advantage of thanking people. And I was actually going to just make a mentor, a public, thank you guys, the individuals, and I was going to, Jesse and the sheriff and Kim, for everything that you did, because I know I was there a lot, but Jesse literally was like on the phone constantly. Eric, you did an awesome job helping get that stuff where it needed to go. And Kim, you were in that EOC all the time. So I did talk to Jesse and I've talked to Jennifer. We're going to do something. I mean, I know there's still people without power. And so we're not, by my consideration, we're not done yet. And so I was planning to do something for the people because I have a huge list of people that have stepped up in the county that it's just unbelievable. So, but I just wanted to take the time because I know Jesse, I know you were there every day. Eric, you were there every day, and Kim, obviously you were there every day, but you know, you three people were huge in this whole storm, and I appreciate everything you guys did. I don't want to cry. But you know, just so you know that I do appreciate, and I think the whole board appreciates everything that you guys did. So thank you. So, okay. Thanks for sticking around, for letting me thank you, Kim. Okay, public comment is closed. Nothing else. If not, I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Bray, support by Commissioner Fournier. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Jennifer.